Hi friends, this is my second video on Galway City. So today I came to Galway Museum. It's one of the most popular cultural historic spot which welcomes roughly 2 lakh tourists per year. It's a very important place to visit in Galway. So on the ground floor, so there are 3 floors. On the ground floor you can find a statue, a man who is called Patrick Conner. He is a journalist and lived in Galway between 1882 and died in 1928 at the age of 48. He is a very important person in Irish history, and he was born in Galway, and he wrote roughly 26 books, 473 stories, and he won number of awards. So as I said before, there are 3 floors on this building, and when you visit here you can find more than 1000 objects, which is roughly between 2000 to 3000 years old objects that was well organized on the 3rd floor of this building. So if you are interested to learn about the history, Irish history, British history, then it is a must visit place if you visit Galway. So here you can find like 2000 to 3000 years old objects well organized. So if you look at here, there was a box and several objects placed on this box with the numbering. So number 1 and 2 corresponds to spindle whore. Spindle whore is nothing but a object used for making thread, which was used between 1600 and 1050 before Christ. And number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 corresponds to nail-headed pin and pin used for fastening the cloth, that is to hold the 2 pieces of the cloth, used between 1100 and 800 before Christ. And number 8 corresponds to pumice stone. Pumice stone normally used as an ingredient for cleaning the teeth during the old age. And number 9 corresponds to hornstone. Hornstone is normally used for polishing the things. And also you can find many objects which are more than 2000 or 3000 years old, well organized on this museum. So here you can find iron spear. So iron spear and iron axle, which was used as a weapon 2700 years old, and normally used as a protecting agent from wild animals. So in this box you can find a grinder and cooking pots, pot lids, bone points, grinding stabs. All these objects were used 2700 years before. So here you can find a funerary vessel to hold cremated ashes. So when people die, they use these funerary vessels to hold the ashes, which was used between 2500 and 3000 years before. So there are many things to see on this museum. The objects are more than 1000 years old, and here you can find bronze swords. Is commonly used during 8th century of before Christ, which is used as a weapon. So now I'm heading towards the 1st floor of this building. So it's not very crowded today. Usually it will be very crowded during the weekend. So when you enter the 1st floor, on the right side you can find a man wearing a cloth. So the cloth name is brat, which is also known as Irish mantle. So the cloth is a heavy woolen object worn by both male and female during 4th and 5th century, and also they used to export this cloth to UK. So here you can find a stone which is called quern stone, used for grinding foods, and this was used between 4500 years old, and I can't imagine. So on the first floor there are many things to see, and many people are around, and here you can find a Bellarmine jug. So these jugs are normally used for storing wines, oil and water, used in 17th century, not really very old when comparing other objects. And decorated cow horn used in 1595, which is more than 500 years old. So most of the objects are more than 1000 years old. So as I said before, if you are interested to know more about the history, like 1000 or 2000 years old history, then it's a must visit place. So here you can find a old book, which is the original copy, which says about the history of Galway. This was printed in 1820, which is more than 250 years old. So as I said before, more than 1000 objects placed on this museum. So 10 minutes video is really not sufficient to explain all the objects. So if you are, as I said before, if you are interested to learn more about the history, then definitely it is a must visit place if you come to Ireland, particularly Galway. There are many things to see on this building. So here you can find a green box. It is a post box installed in 1872. So before Irish independence, the box was red. However, after independence, the Irish government ordered green box, and this was the first box installed on the main street of Galway. Here you can find a typewriter used in 1571, that is 450 years old from today. So there are many things to see. All, as I said, most of them are like more than 1000 years old, and few are like very happened in very recent years, like 300 to 400 years old. But majority of the objects are like more than 1000 to between 1000 to 4000 years old. So here you can find things used by a person called Liam Mello. So he was a politician who fight for Irish independence. So he lived between 1892 and he died on 1922. So in this section you can find many jugs, coffee jugs, and which was used 500 to 600 years old. So all are well organized on this building, and also some birds cage used between like 500 to 700 years old. So comparing ground floor, on the first floor there are many things to see, and now I am heading towards the second floor. So on the side you can find a Corrib river which flows very close to this museum. I already uploaded the separate video on this river. So if you didn't get a chance to view, please check my YouTube channel. So this is my second video on Galway City. I already uploaded a video on Galway City part 1. So here you can find a stethoscope used between 1822 and 1879 by Irish doctors. And also amputation kits used for surgery, same period. So these are the peoples who play an important role on the Irish history. So I definitely recommend everyone to visit this place if you visit Galway. Excellent museum combining national and local history. There are plenty of things to see on this building. So the important thing is the admission is free. You don't need to pay anything. And also this museum is located very close to the Corrib River and also Spanish Arc. Both are important tourist attraction. So if you visit this place, you can cover all three in one shot. So for visiting the museum, it will take roughly 1.5 hours. It's a worth visit. So thanks for watching, and I'll be uploading another video on Galway City very soon. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe, and see you soon.